What do we have for Gemini? Four of Cups, Cancer energy at the foundation of the reading. Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy at the sacral. Okay, let's get one more. Spirit, what do we have at the solar plexus, please? Three of Swords, Libra energy at the solar plexus. Okay. Gemini, what I'm seeing here is an energy that is in direct opposition with some sort of manifestation that you are trying to anchor yourself into at this time. The Four of Cups at the foundation is representing a repeating karmic cycle, and I feel it's an emotional one. Now, this can be connected to your family. It could be connected to some personal relationships, but it's something here quite cyclical that keeps going around, and it's keeping you from this magician energy at the sacral. A really simple way to look at this would be you dealing with everyday circumstances in your life that are distracting you enough to where you can't put all of the focus into this manifestation. Now, this is something that we can all relate to. When you're dealing with drama or some sort of toxicity or chaos or just distraction, there's no way that you can put the time that is needed into bringing this manifestation forward in your life. Let's say, for example, somebody calls you up to unload all of the toxicity of their day onto you. And now you have just taken all of this time away from focusing on this magician energy. You get off the phone and you realize that it's almost time to go to bed. So you push back working on this manifestation till the next day, and then the same thing happens again, and then again, and then again. This is what I'm getting inside this energy. Now, it's cyclical in that it keeps repeating, but the universe is trying to make this obvious enough to you at this point in your life to where you'll actually do something about it. Now, this is one of these situations where something is going to need to be sacrificed for you to pull forward this manifestation, and this is always the way it is. There is never not going to need to be some sort of energetic exchange to level up in one area of your life or another, whether it's a mindset, a behavioral pattern, a toxic person in your life, or just really anything that is keeping you out of alignment with this manifestation. It's like saying the two can't coexist. You can't take that toxic person with you into this new timeline where this manifestation exists, because it will end up slipping between your fingers. The Three of Swords at that solar plexus position is further emphasizing the separation between you and said thing. I feel like there's emotions attached to this. You know, for those of you that are dealing with romantic relationships, this is quite clear. If you want this life, if you have this vision for yourself, if you want to anchor yourself into this timeline where you actually bring forward something that you have been working on for your entire life, well, this person over here is going to need to go. And this is probably something that you're already quite aware of, because this does not give an energy that is seemingly in support of you. This gives an energy that you already know is out of alignment with you, but it's still lingering around inside the energetic field, so to speak. This is one of these situations where people hang on with everything they have to a certain energy in hopes that maybe they'll change, but nothing here is going to change. The only thing that is going to need to change is you, Gemini. And I'm pretty sure that all of you know this, but it could just be that you need a little bit of a push here. Now, I was hearing something leading up to your reading about something taking place now inside your everyday waking life that is going to bring forward some sort of piece of evidence that connects the dot to a situation you had with somebody. It could be just out of nowhere. You're going about your everyday and you have a thought about maybe somebody you dated or a friend that you had, something that they might have put you through. And you just put all of the pieces together and you see something so clearly now, and you see that this person deceived you in some capacity, and it gives you the ability to finally release this energy into your past. And whether or not this person is still a part of your everyday waking life right now or not, it's more about just the energetic release of something. It's like you see something and you finally let go. It's like by seeing this piece of evidence, there's no chance in hell that you would ever even consider this energy as being a part of your life moving into the future. You know, Gemini, if I was to really simplify that, it would be that the universe brings forward a piece of evidence that you actually always knew was true, but maybe you were the subject of some sort of gaslighting where you spoke your truth to somebody and they told you straight to your face, no, that's not true. But it actually was true. And I feel that this has to do with some sort of deception. And the evidence that the universe brings forward is absolutely undeniable. It's like everything just falls into place. Right on the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands, Sag energy, Page of Wands, Four of Wands. Okay, so the Nine of Wands here, and then we have the Seven of Swords right there too. So the Nine of Wands here is further emphasizing the distance that you need to put between yourself and this energy, this person, whatever this is here, in order to bring forward this magician energy, which represents the manifestation. The Page of Wands here is representing the new beginning that this manifestation, this magician energy brings forward. And then the Four of Wands is emphasizing the celebration that's connected to all of this. It's an energy of arrival. And then the Seven of Swords is you seeing this deception once and for all, and in a way that, again, is completely undeniable. What do we have? Okay, I just heard very clearly as I started to shuffle there. For some of you, this evidence is going to come forward by way of somebody slipping up. It's like they tell on themselves. It's one of these situations where a person can't keep up with their lie. What do we have of the heart? Wow. There it is. They've been caught. Seven of Swords at the heart. Now, this is telling me you've been holding on to this. There's something here that has been making it difficult for you to move forward. It's created a heart chakra blockage. Now, a heart chakra blockage can have a way of holding us back in multiple sectors of our life. It's like we go through a situation with an individual that deceives us, let's just say. And even though that person may not be in your life anymore, you just carry that with you. It causes you to quite possibly not trust other people that you come in contact with. It's like, say you had a person that you were romantically linked to, and this person deceived you. So then you break up, you move on with your life, and you're dating. But it's like you can't put your trust in anybody new because of what that person did to you. And you could be meeting some people that would never even think twice about treating you the way this other person did, but you just carry the energy with you. You can't help it. It's just a part of the way you move now, okay? And I think that most of us out there have dealt with this in some capacity. You have trust issues based on a past situation. Well, this energy here is showing us that this is about to be lifted up off of you once you see the truth of what this person did. And it's going to be clear enough to you to where you say to yourself, you know what, that person wasn't the greatest person, and not everybody is like them. There's something about it where you no longer hold other people accountable for what another individual did to you. And the key to all of this as well is to realize that there could be truth behind what I'm saying here. It's like you admitting to yourself, yeah, I've got some trust issues based on this other situation that I've been through. I recognize it. I know I need to work on it. And I don't want to punish other people for what this person who's no longer in my life did to me. And there's something about you having that honest conversation with yourself that brings forward this realization. It's like the universe saying to you, ding, 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 good job. All right, we're going to show you the truth about what actually took place now because you're ready to hear it. So they bring forward the Seven of Swords, which helps heal your heart. For a number of you, it has to do with the fact that maybe you thought less of yourself because of the way something went down. It's like punishing yourself for the way somebody else treated you. Maybe this person made you feel like you're unworthy. And so you just started walking through life feeling like you were unworthy. It's like this person projected their unworthiness onto you and you just took it on. In other words, it's like carrying somebody else's emotional baggage. And again, I think we can all relate to this. We've all been subjected to people who are carrying some sort of emotional baggage. Most of us have all carried that emotional baggage too. Separating what's yours from what's not yours is going to be a key factor in how you move forward into this next chapter of your life, because it's also going to help you sift out what is for you and what is not for you. What do we have at the throat, please, Spirit? Okay. 9 of Cups, Pisces energy at the throat. 9 of Swords, Gemini, that's your energy at the third eye. And 5 of Swords, Aquarius energy at the crown. Now, the 9 of Cups here is further emphasizing this manifestation. There's something here that you are going to align yourself with once you release said energy. The 9 of Cups is an energy of you getting what you want. It's an energy of complete fulfillment and happiness. But next to this 9 of Swords, I feel that whatever it is that you may be facing in your life right now is presenting some sort of challenge to you. It seems to be that it's not easy to release whatever this is here. It could just be a new way of interfacing with your reality that is causing some sort of emotional distress with this 9 of Swords at the third eye. Oh, okay. I just heard that this 9 of Swords here is that truth being revealed to you. There's going to be this moment that you go through where you're processing this information. It's like you can't quite believe something that is being revealed to you. And it's this reveal that is the doorway into this new timeline. This is the universe saying, hey, Gemini, we need to show you something. You're probably not going to like this, but you need to know the truth. You need to know that you were right about something here. And I feel for a lot of you, a lot of time has passed since this event took place. So this is the divine saying, hey, come this way, Gemini, but before we go through that door, we need to be real with you here. We need to show you what took place. So they show you. And there's something about this that changes you, Gemini. It's like you come to some sort of an agreement with yourself. I'm never going to allow myself to be subjected to that sort of treatment, that sort of behavior ever again. And in order to do that, there could be some sort of a change that you make in your life surrounding some of the decisions you make that have to do with your connections with other people. Now, there's obviously many different ways that that can show up, and there's some of the obvious ways, which I won't get into now. You guys just use your imagination there and place it as it fits. But it's the key to this. It's what allows you to step into a new timeline. If we were to really summarize everything we have here so far and just to give you a real simple takeaway, this is the universe helping level you up by way of everyday circumstances and heartbreak as a means to become a greater version of yourself and help align with those things inside your everyday waking life that you actually deserve. And that's what this 5 of Swords is telling us at the crown. The 5 of Swords at the crown is the universe helping you to terminate any sort of unhealthy relationships in your life that may be keeping you from having the greatest experience you can possibly have. Simply put, this is you getting really honest with yourself about certain things, Gemini. This is you making the necessary changes to align with a more optimal experience inside this life cycle. This reading is for those of you out there that are going through a mass awakening in your life right now. And this is you realizing that you're going to need to make changes from the ground up in accordance to the way you're interfacing inside your everyday waking life. If you really want to align with this vision you have for yourself, we're not going to be just talking about it anymore. We're not going to be just thinking about it. We're going to start making the necessary decisions to pull this forward into our everyday waking reality. This is you preparing to interface with a whole new timeline, Gemini. And these trivial situations that you may have found yourself in are the actual catalyst to all this. Because even though they may be trivial, everyday circumstances, they're still decisions that have been made on your path. And all of these things have been accounted for. So regardless of what these decisions may actually speak of, it's just an energy of you getting really honest with yourself, taking accountability for the fact that you were a part of some of these situations and doing the necessary self-examining to finally up-level and have a much greater experience. What do we have at the foundation, please? Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy at the foundation. What do we have at the sacral? This Two of Pentacles here is an energy of disorder, and it's right underneath that Four of Cups, which to me was representing this cyclical cycle. This is a very toxic, cyclical pattern that I'm picking up here, and it's right there at the root chakra. So the foundation, the stability of your reading here. What do we have at the sacral, please? Judgment. Wow. Now, this judgment card at the sacral is an energy that doesn't want to see this. So let's say this Four of Cups and Two of Pentacles is representing that toxic cyclical pattern that is out of alignment with this Magician energy. This judgment card here would be an energy of not being able to connect the dots. So this is like saying, on one hand, you're looking at this manifestation, and for some reason, you can't anchor yourself into the timeline where it exists. And then on the other hand, there's all this toxicity, or there's some sort of drama that you're dealing with here, some sort of cyclical pattern. And you can't seem to put two and two together. Like, well, you're not able to get this here because this is in your life. It's like making up an excuse for this energy. And this is quite often what a lot of us do without even really being consciously aware of it. It's like saying that you don't see how this thing could stop you from being able to manifest this thing. But there's something about the energy now where Spirit is either making this clear to you or going to make it very clear to you. Hey, Gemini, if you want this over here, great, but this has to go. A sacrifice has to be made here. And in a lot of cases, this particular energy that you're dealing with could be, well, we spoke about gaslighting before, so there could be something here where this energy is not allowing you to see that truth. It's like you saying to somebody, hey, you know what, I'm trying to accomplish this in my life, but I can't because I'm always dealing with this toxicity with you. And that person gaslighting you and saying, it's your own fault. It has nothing to do with me and blah, blah, blah. And look, yeah, you have to take responsibility there because you're still engaging with that energy. But that energy is absolutely the reason why you're not able to align with this other thing over here. But it just comes down to you taking responsibility for yourself and saying, you know what, I'm done over here, okay? And once you do that, then you start to move closer to this manifestation. And you will not only have literal proof that this thing over here you were dealing with was keeping you from said manifestation because you're going to start quickly moving towards that. But that other energy over there is also going to see now how all of a sudden you just miraculously started to pull something off because they are no longer in your life. This is like the universe killing two birds with one stone. On one hand, this is the universe encouraging you to take responsibility for your part in all of this. And on the other hand, it's the universe showing that individual over there all the toxicity that they brought into your life and just how much they were keeping you from something. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Nine of Swords again. You're really showing up in your energy here, Gemini. Nine of Swords represents your energy. Now, this Nine of Swords is under the Three of Swords at the solar plexus. This is a clear message of an individual, you, quite possibly Gemini, that is allowing some sort of heartbreak or disappointment to hold you back from having a much greater experience in life. In other words, this is further emphasizing what we've been saying here. This is like agreeing to have a less optimal experience in life in order to have somebody else in the equation, or it really just comes down, I feel, to putting up with something for too long. It's like knowing that a change needs to be made here, and whether or not this energy is still in your life or not, it seems to be that that's not the point of all of this anymore. It's more about the energy being there. So it goes back to what I said about quite possibly having moved on from something, but the effects of it are still with you. See, I'm an energy reader, so we can quite often be picking up on residual energies that are hanging around in your field, keeping you from something. As we mentioned with that Seven of Swords at the heart chakra, right? Holding on to certain trust issues, which could be affecting new opportunities that are wanting to come into your life. And it doesn't always have to be the romantic kind. This can be in your career as well. You could go through some sort of situation in the romantic sector of your life, and it can absolutely have a direct impact on the way you show up in your career. It just influences things across multiple sectors of your life. That's what we're getting here. What do we have of the heart, please, Spirit? Okay, we're going to start, there's two sides here. We're going to start on this side first. 5 of Wands, Leo energy, right underneath that 7 of Swords. So these are two of the harshest energies, 5 of Swords and 5 of Wands. This couldn't be any clearer. And it's confirming everything that we were saying. The 7 of Swords is an energy of deception. 5 of Wands is an energy of obstacles. It's like this deception has been an obstacle on your path. This heartbreak, this disappointment, these energetic cords, whatever it represents for you, is the very reason why this magician energy feels like it's been eluding you. You know, I mentioned in one of the readings recently that in order to manifest something into your life, you need to become the vibrational match to said manifestation. And if your vibration is too low, then it will feel like you can't get your hands on this manifestation. It's like trying to push two magnets together. They just don't go together, right? Because the frequency doesn't align. That's what this is. So having said all of that, if we were to look at this from a higher perspective, you have this manifestation, then you have all of your dealings with this situation or situations, whatever it is for you. And all of these things have put you in a specific vibration. You're vibrating at a specific frequency that's out of alignment with this magician energy. Now, Spirit is helping you work through all of this now so you can release this energy, raise your vibration, change your frequency so you can become the match of this. And the way, or rather become the match to this. And the way that this shows up in your everyday waking life is you releasing certain things from your life. The people, the mindsets, the behavioral patterns, the environments, all of these things add up to the sum total of your vibration. Then we have the 2 of Wands, Aries energy on this side of the card. Now, the 2 of Wands here is an energy where you're finally moving forward, but you're also looking back in disbelief, like, I can't believe it. How could you be so cruel? See how this person looks like they've been going through it, right? They got bags under their eyes and they're holding their pulse here. Like, am I even alive? Did I really go through all that? What this really represents to me, after all of that, is you just getting to a point where you're seeing things from a different perspective. You're like, man, we really are living in the middle of just an all-out spiritual battle. You start to associate these things that you have gone through less and less to the people you were dealing with and more to some sort of spirits and or entities that use these people as vessels to keep you from something here. And then right on the bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords. So 8 of Swords is also your energy. 8 of Swords is an energy of imprisonment, mental imprisonment. But the interesting part about the 8 of Swords is that you can actually leave that space whenever you want to. Now, given the fact it's your energy, it's putting emphasis on the shadow natures of your archetype, where you'll stay in a situation and suffer even though you don't need to be there. But all of this right here is waking you up to that now, because what you are starting to see is a very clear reason as to why this magician energy keeps eluding you. It's because you are willingly keeping yourself in a cycle that is causing you to maintain a lower vibration to said manifestation. What do we have at the throat, please, Spirit? Nine of Wands, Sag energy at the throat. Okay, so this is you now putting up a boundary between you and said energies here, okay? It's also an energy of resilience. So it's like this angel here is clearing your path, holding back all these energies that are trying to stop you, disrupt you, put obstacles on your path. It's like you've made these decisions to self-empower now, and when you do that, the universe responds. You have to take the first step, and then the universe will meet you halfway because free will. What do we have at the third eye, please, Spirit? Wow. And there we go. I knew it. Wheel of Fortune, Sag energy again at the third eye. And now the wheel turns. The Wheel of Fortune represents life cycles. It represents awakening. It represents your destiny, Gemini. You have the keys to your own destiny. You know, it's interesting because the Eight of Swords, which we just saw a moment ago, which is also your energy, quite often represents an individual that, let's say, is sitting inside a jail cell, but the jail cell door is open, and that person also has the key to the jail cell door in their pocket, but still they sit there inside the jail cell. That's a really basic example of what the Eight of Swords energy represents. So when I say that you have the key to this new beginning, you literally have the key. But the sacrifice that needs to be made is you getting up and leaving that jail cell. That jail cell is just representing whatever you've been dealing with or are still dealing with. Whether it's in your life or whether it's residual, it's in the energy. And as we concluded, energy doesn't lie, because there's a reason why this magician energy keeps eluding you. It's like you're sitting inside the jail cell wondering why you can't get your hands on this magician energy. And the universe is like, hey, just come out of the jail cell. As soon as you come out of that jail cell, your frequency is going to shift and your vibration is going to go up. And then you'll be in alignment with this. Okay, let's close this out for Gemini. Spirit, too many cards. Spirit, what do we have at the crown? Spirit, what do we have at the crown, please? Emperor, Aries energy at the crown to close out the reading. Gemini, you go from this unstable Four of Cups stacked with this Two of Pentacles red in its negative polarity energy. This cyclical cycle of just toxicity and chaos, whatever that represents for you, to this energy of being in this whole new timeline, this whole new chapter of your life with the Emperor as your closing energy, which represents a solid foundation. It represents structure. This Wheel of Fortune is bringing this into your life. But again, you have the keys to all of this. You just need to see it. And that's hopefully what this reading here can supply you with. Perspective, the vantage point you need to make the necessary decisions, to put the key in the keyhole and allow the wheel to turn in your favor. And there's nothing more that I can add. All right, Gemini, this is what I have for all of you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and hit that hype button if you feel you got something useful from this video. Information for personal readings can be found down below. I also have the membership side of my channel open where I upload additional videos each week. You can find those links pinned in the comment section down below this video as well. I'm also still running a sale at PLUTOBEANstudio.com. You can find a whole bunch of the items in the sidebar. I would also like to extend my gratitude to all of you who continue to donate to my channel. But in closing, I would like to know how this reading resonated with you. So drop me a heart and or a comment down below, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care.